Hey, what's up, everybody?
It's
Podcast time.
Yo.
This is, we're calling it Spill the Tea Barfield Edition.
like a little tea or a lot.
Whatever you want to do. Like we
Hopefully a
started,
little.
we sat down, we started, and Carson said, my feet smell like Doritos.
I don't know
They
how or why. Like I've never smelled my feet and said that they smell like Doritos.
well, I sit with my feet in my chair.
Uh-huh.
And you keep Doritos in your chair?
I keep Doritos in my bottom drawer, but I sit with my feet in my chair
Okay.
and my heater on, and my heater was blowing the heat in it.
So
Why
you
do
could-
your feet stink like that?
This don't stink. It smells
Wash
like
them with
Doritos.
soap?
Yes.
I don't wash
So,
my feet with
I
soap.
don't wear socks. With
You
these.
wash your feet with soap.
It's the body wash that runs off
It
your
just
body.
runs
that gets
down,
it.
and then I-
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I actually like wash my feet with
Never,
soap.
never have I ever.
No.
That may be why y'all
Never
got
have I
funk on y'all's
ever
feet.
washed my feet with soap.
That's
Ever.
why y'all-
In the history of my life, 44 years.
Well, like in soccer, when my legs were dirty,
I mean, I wash my legs.
I would
not my,
wash my
not
feet.
my feet.
But if you do slip and fall backwards, you got too much.
That's right. Too
Suds
much
on
studs
your
on your
feet.
feet.
Make you slip.
So we were talking about funny moments inside of our family. We got a lot of funny moments,
A
and
lot of them.
Every day.
I will say to those of you out there that, as you are watching this podcast, understand that Cammie's not here.
She's free game.
She is not free game.
Oh.
Please be nice to Cammie, and I'm
Goodness.
talking to one specifically.
The one
Go-
behind
go
the.
ahead. Go ahead. Are you? Is it showing you, Caleb?
Yes.
It was showing
Go ahead and
Carson.
give 'em a
Okay.
wave.
It is. It. Go ahead and show him the one that I'm talking to, Caleb. Now wave at the camera. All right. Thank you. So be nice to Cammie.
She
One
was
of
upset yesterday. She wouldn't let us like.
there were certain
even
videos she
look
said
at videos
yeah.
that she wouldn't let us.
probably the best video on my phone of Cammie that I love showing that she hates is we were at the church and they came home from school. I'd picked them all up and I had one juice box left inside of the fridge and I had water. And so I said, okay, pick what you want. And I thought she was going to be kind and pass the juice box up. She picked the juice box. And at that time we had a vending machine at the church. So she picked the juice box and so I went to the vending machine and got the other kids a Coke. And so I have a video of her crying in my chair, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "Hey, they got a juice, or I got a stupid juice box. They got a Coke." It is great.
Yeah.
Our kids are way spoiled. Best joke Carson ever told. Do you remember it, Maddie?
Cop master.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Cop
Cop
master.
and that was it.
That was the joke. She was probably
She was so proud of herself.
8 or 9?
8 or 9, and it was hilarious.
No, she was like.
She was younger than that.
6,
Yeah.
maybe 6.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're welcome.
We belly gut laughed at that.
And we still to this
We
day,
still-
if we ever say a joke,
And I don't
that's
know why
one of the
it's so
first
funny.
ones.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
was not
It
funny
was
at
so
all.
funny because it didn't make sense, and we were like, "What is she talking
Cop
about?"
master.
And we just busted out laughing. Absolutely hilarious.
Oh, that was funny.
That was funny.
There's moments that looking back now they're funny now, but then in the moment they were not funny.
When you left Cammie at 3690 on Easter
Not
Sunday.
funny.
Not funny.
Now it is.
That
Now
was-
it totally
no,
is.
It's still not funny.
Do you remember multiple times? This has happened multiple times, but the one that I am thinking of, we were at Conway Rec Center. Caleb was playing goalie.
Yeah.
And he gave up multiple goals and started crying and kicking the goalpost,
Oh,
He
I
hit
was
the
on his
goalpost.
team.
punching the goalpost.
I was on his team.
Yeah.
and I had to
Punching the
walk from the
ground?
parent section
Yes.
over to him with my nostrils flared and my teeth grit. His coach almost took him out of the game at the moment. She was so upset. Coach Schneider, yeah, it was. Looking back now, that's hilarious.
I don't know if it's hilarious.
It still brings me like,
Very like, bro.
Cringy.
oh my god, because I was on his team.
Yeah. You had secondhand embarrassment.
Yes.
And I
Bad.
feel like maybe we did him an injustice and maybe should have put him through like anger management. as a child.
Dang, this went from funny to
Spilling all the tea.
just get on Caleb.
Spilling all the tea. Maddie is now sore because she is.
This is tea that doesn't need to be spilled.
This is spill the tea edition.
Let's think of some dirty thing for Daddy.
It's not dirty. She's spilling tea. She's trying to lose weight, and for no reason, because she's perfect. And now the thing that she's doing to lose weight is now attacking her muscles,
Yes, we have found that out.
breaking them down.
Through a doctor. That, yeah, like
So
I
now she has this tingly ache.
everywhere.
Like soreness.
Like if you touch me, it's like I get the biggest like chills from my top of my head all the way down my body, and they like hurt chills. And I'm not sick. I'm not like anything.
Like the flu.
It's almost like body aches, like the flu. And my doctor said that because of this one particular medicine that I have been taking, and I
Crazy.
am no longer going to do that.
Crazy
I'm
how
done with that.
how medicine has so many side effects in it.
yeah.
It's wild. Wow. All right, what else? What other tea? What are you
What-
yawning for?
Y'all, I don't know.
What are you so tired for?
I wasn't till I got behind the
Sip, sip.
camera.
Let's go. Come on. You're supposed to be the one bringing the energy.
I know.
Hype.
Let's
know.
go. Give us some tea. Spill some tea.
I have really good tea, but I can't spill it.
Okay.
Then don't say that.
Don't say that. Spill
I-
some tea, Car.
I don't.
This is what she does. She wants
She's
to,
like, put me on the podcast. I'm so full of energy. And then she's
Yeah,
like,
I could
Him.
spill the tea, and then you guys will probably be like, "You cannot say that about anything I say."
whisper it in my ear, and I'll
So-
tell you if it's okay.
It's actual tea.
remember that time where Emmeline dated this boy that
Shall not be named.
should
Shall
we name
not be named.
him? We don't name him.
really date him.
They talked.
They
Y'all-
tried it out.
drove
They went
2
on a date.
hours to go watch him play football.
That's true.
That's true. I drove.
I saw the picture the other day, and it kind of made me giggle.
Should we give him a hint?
No,
He's a good
No.
friend of mine's son.
Son.
that's a good enough.
Yeah. Last podcast, she said. I didn't say it. She did. That's
Oh, it
tea
might
she
not
said.
be the last podcast.
Might not be. Who
Timing
knows?
might be off.
Who knows?
It
But
was not, yeah.
anyways, Emmeline was
I don't think we should bring tea up about people that aren't in
that aren't in the room.
like in the room.
Okay.
Unless it's
Yeah,
Cammy.
it's not fair.
She won't care.
She won't care. She'll laugh. She'll be like, I can't believe you did that, Uncle Jamie.
Yeah.
Uncle JJ.
Remember the time we got hermit crabs for Cam or for the kids,
We
and
got 'em for
Cammy
everybody.
freaked out
So
over it.
scared.
I wish you could put a link to that in the comment section.
Oh.
I know I always say this stuff and then we never link it, but I think
see.
that would be hilarious to be able to link this.
Isn't it called like Cammy is funny or something?
The funny cam.
Funny
Hey.
Cam.
Remember whenever I slapped Caleb?
Oh, because
Is
there's
it
a
fake?
snake on you.
A baby snake that was like this big.
Was it dead?
Is dead. Yeah.
It was in your old office at 3690.
Yep. It crawled
He was-
under the door.
And he was chasing me around with it.
Simeon
And he-
has that video
Now
He
somewhere.
held me and tried to put it in my face, and I went, "Wah!"
Sure did.
That was funny.
That was hilarious.
That was good.
How crazy your puppy was and still is.
Yeah,
She
that's not
bounced
funny.
herself
That's
Your
still-
dog is
all the way
nuts.
from-
Here's
She
some
bit through my toe.
here's some tea.
She was in a thing when we got her as a puppy and started on one end of
A soft crate.
Jamie's office
Yeah.
and then jumped the whole way to the other end, still in the
Here,
crate.
here goes some tea on Carson's
It's not really
dog.
funny, but
It
it's crazy.
eats socks, loves eating them so much, and
got
then
some.
throws them back up.
At least once or twice.
A week.
A week, yes.
And I cannot clean up throw up.
so she can't clean up her own dog's
So
throw up.
everybody else, I paid Cammy $5 when y'all were out of town to do it because nobody would, and it was in my room.
She did it yesterday. She threw up yesterday
and
too.
Cammy said Cammy had to clean it up. Cammy said, "This is the first time I've gagged in a while," because she had to clean it up.
We
So
that the dog is absolutely nuts. It is there's nothing that it won't eat. Leave it out and she'll eat it.
It's true.
She'll eat the couch. She'll eat
We are-
remotes.
True.
She will eat.
She ripped up somebody's Valentine's Day, Caleb's.
Oh, the beef jerky
the
one.
beef jerky. It was like the beef jerky brand. It was in a heart and it had like
The-
fluffy like
the hair, like
the hair was
Bigfoot
all
hair
over the
everywhere.
house. The Bigfoot hair. She ate that.
Cannot keep her on a.
But at
and-
nighttime she does fine.
No, that's when she
Like
eats
in my
your
bedroom?
socks that you
Okay.
don't clean up.
I don't leave socks out.
Yes, you do.
She told me yesterday, she said, my room is clean because Ricky's, so she's going to visit, her boyfriend lives a few hours away. She's going to visit him this weekend. Their parents are amazing, good, godly Christian folks. So they're kicking him out of the house to go stay in a camper somewhere, and she's going to be staying in the house. And so Mom said, you got to clean your room, got to make it spotless. So Carson's like, he's having to clean his room spotless. And Cammie said, your room ain't spotless. She's like, my room's spotless. So I said,
My
I'm going
room
to go
is pretty
So
clean.
I said, I'm going to go look in there. And she's like, go look. It looks so clean. So I opened the door and I said, Carson, there's a Taco Bell cup beside your bed.
Don't
There's trash
misquote me.
here.
I said my room is clean, other than them bags that are laying right when you walk
Yeah.
in.
She's
That
still
has
got
been there
Christmas
since
gifts.
Christmas.
Still, don't get her nothing for Christmas.
I get crap. No, not from y'all.
Noted.
No,
Don't
not.
get her nothing for Christmas.
Not from
Nobody
y'all.
buy her
She's
nothing
got
for
stuff.
Christmas.
Ricky, don't buy her nothing. She got
No.
stuff at the end of her bed
Well, like
that
no.
she ain't even.
Some
Be
stuff I just
careful,
haven't
people
been able
watch
to
this.
use yet.
Everybody watches this.
Like the
careful.
camo.
You need to redact the crap.
No,
word.
I didn't mean it like that. Like the hunting
hunting,
thing.
yeah.
I can't use that yet because it's not hunting season.
You
So
can put it with
it just
all of the
sits there.
hunting stuff. In
Or
the
hang it in your
garage.
closet or do something with it. You can unpack it
or
somehow,
I can
some
just
way.
look at it. So every single day I'm reminded.
So anyway, she had clothes on her floor. She had multiple changes of clothes
She has
in her
one
floor.
sock on the floor that
I'm like,
the
girl,
dog
hair
ate
is
the other
gone.
this
one.
room is not clean.
The Taco Bell cup was from the night before too. It wasn't like old and molten.
What else? Funniest moment in Barfield family history.
Funniest moment, like as a complete total, or
From
Like, what moment do you remember and you think I laughed so hard at that?
when we put our dog Bandit down, and the last day he was in the office, Christy and Johnny's baby John DeHaven whacked the mess out of him because he wasn't gentle yet.
And we had to pray him through his salvation. So that
No.
he went somewhere.
no.
Because he was not the best of dogs.
That was y'all's funniest moment?
That's hilarious.
Y'all are
thought
so
the same thing.
warped.
Guys.
No, that was funny. It wasn't the funniest, but that was funny.
That was not funny
That
at
was
all.
not the funniest. Okay.
That was.
One time,
I was
This
like,
might get-
thank God somebody save us from this moment
might
right
get
here. That is
sensitive
morbid.
for Caleb. Not
Okay,
sensitive,
go
but
for it.
he might get mad. But one time when
He
he,
can't get mad. It's on the podcast. What's he gonna get mad over?
you're right.
Mute the mic.
One time when we were at Mama and Papa's, we used to do
I know what this is.
Oh, yeah,
do
so
food
great.
fights
So great.
at the beginning of every summer. And Papa would empty out all of his pantry that was expired, and we would have like sand, rice, flour, like the
Yeah.
nastiest stuff, spit.
Yeah.
Hot dogs.
Everyone would
something.
spit.
Hot dog.
Hot dogs, sausages, juice that was chunky and expired, and we would put it in a big cooler and have a big food fight. And I accidentally,
It was not an accident. That crap was
True.
on purpose.
a handful of it when Caleb was washing off at him, and
Sure.
it hit him in the face.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
know.
good one.
And
I know the one you're thinking of too.
he
He got so
he
mad.
got mad and speared me.
Uh-huh.
He speared you?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Like the tribal
wrestling move,
chief.
like speared me, and I hit. We used to have like a little plastic chair. I hit the chair, and Papa was watching it. Everybody was outside, and Papa got mad at him, which Papa didn't really get mad,
Yeah.
but Papa was stern. He was like, "Son, you don't
Yeah.
hit a girl like that, especially your sister or whatever." And Caleb got so mad, and he went to the
He's 10 years old.
Tim. He went to the road and
Started
tried to
hitchhiking.
hitchhike home from Mama and Papa's.
So Papa
Thumb
texted me and
out.
he said, hey, just want to let you know, Caleb got mad and he's hitchhiking home.
That was funny.
I remember maybe a few years later, I remember you saying you were talking junk to Caleb, and
Oh,
you know,
no.
I'll take you. You don't want none of me. And I said, Carson, you don't want me to allow him to fight you. And you were like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Bring it on. And I was like,
I'm too
okay,
feisty from
okay,
home, so
Caleb,
I ain't
you
showing
can
up.
wrestle her. Don't hurt her. You can wrestle her. And
Yes. I
3
remember.
seconds later, you were on the ground crying, and
He
I
picked
s-
me
Oh,
up.
and like slammed her,
Slammed
on
her,
the outside.
and I no, it was right in
My
Mama's
mom's living room.
and I
Yes.
said,
On the
okay,
outside. He slammed somebody else on the outside.
Me into the chair.
and that was anyways, I said, okay, Caleb, stop. You were so mad. And I said, you literally told me to let him do that to you.
He picked me up by 2 legs, spun me around. He should not have watched WWE with his anger issues, by the way. Picked me up by 2 legs, spun me around, and then slammed me.
He did
Yeah.
not slam you. You hit me in the crotch as I had you up, and I fell on you.
No.
Slammed me into the ground.
This is what's gonna happen. Everyone's gonna get
I
mad
know.
and
So
defend and
tell the one
argue.
where you were.
Oh, we went to my sister had lived in a condo at the time.
Did you find that video? Is that why you were on your
I
phone?
tried that video. I will find it. It was me
Where
and
are all these Caleb stories?
well, it was me and my sister and her 2 kids and our 3 kids, and they wanted to go swimming in Aunt Shelley's pool at the condo. So we took them over there, and I was that parent that it was at night. Let's go ahead. Let's just bring soap and shampoo out, and let's shower after you get out of the pool, like in the outdoor shower, and then you don't have to shower when you get home, especially with the girl's hair, trying to get the chlorine out or whatever. So, Caleb.
Had soap getting in his eyes as he was washing it
washed
out.
his hair, facing the shower, and the water's coming down, and it's getting in his eyes, and he screamed and threw a fit and
like wailed.
wailed,
and high-pitched scream because he's
high
young.
pitched scream.
Yeah.
Like, ah, like that.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna show it.
It was funny.
It is one of the funniest videos of him as a child
Yeah, no doubt.
because the dramatic
Caleb was,
eyes.
and
it
honestly,
does hurt. Listen, soap hurts in your eyes.
yeah,
but,
for sure.
like, it's
Caleb-
overreaction.
Caleb is very funny now. But he has his mama's sense of humor, and his mama has 40 years of figuring out how to, what to say, when to say, read the room. She's not great at it still after 40 years, but in 20 years, he's definitely not great at it. But he's got his mama's sense of humor. He's very funny now. Growing up, he was not funny. He was uber dramatic. Carson, growing up, was very funny. Now she's just got, that tongue has just gotten sharper and sharper. But because she had been funny, we've allowed her to say things that we wouldn't allow other kids to say because she would turn it and make it funny really quickly. Cammie was, again, like Caleb, so dramatic and so funny because she was so dramatic that it would make you laugh at how dramatic she was. Carson went through this phase where she was talking like
Miranda
sings, and she
Give us a look.
called herself Carfanda.
Yeah,
Carfanda. And she'd be like, hang out, and it was absolutely hilarious.
It was.
And she would never let me get it on video. I got one finally, and
I like you should play it.
Okay, with Cammie, she like now says like little inputs in
She's
the
funny
things,
now.
and they're hilarious.
yeah, Cammie's funny
Like,
now.
Remember the other day we were playing a card game and she said something and we were dying laughing?
Yeah.
But Cammie's got a little. Maddie, put your phone down so you can pay attention to the.
that video.
I know, but the podcast is boring if you're not talking.
I'm talking.
I can probably help you.
But Cammie she's got a little bit of Emily Thornell is her humor.
Yes.
They have very similar humors. And
Emily.
but she
Emily's
also
hilarious.
has your sharp tongue, especially towards Caleb. Caleb has a very sharp tongue towards Cammie. Cammie has a very sharp tongue towards Caleb. And so if there's an opportunity to cut the other one, they're going to take it.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And you are just an equal opportunity cutter. Just
Got
She don't
everybody.
discriminate.
she will just,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter who.
She wants to cut.
She walked in one day a few months ago, and someone was super nice, trying to give her a hug and congratulations on the deer. And she was like, the deer you shot last year was like 12 pounds, so get out of my face. And then walked by, and I was like,
Yeah.
holy cow. She is an equal opportunity slicer with her tongue.
I'm trying to think of funny moments for me.
I think
I was watching New Girl one time.
when Daddy gets tickled is just funny. Like when he
Like I
Something
feel like
makes
he gets
him
tickled a lot, and
laugh.
I can't
can't
remember.
breathe, he wheezes, he
My brother
cries.
makes me laugh.
Oh, he's funny.
I was watching New Girl one time, and Nick Miller and Jess in New Girl, they're like two of the main characters. Schmidt was going to try to break them up. And so he said, quick, we've got to learn everything about each other so that there's nothing that he can use against us. And he said, so they started going back and forth, and they were really stupid things. And then he said, I don't think I know how to read. I think I've just memorized words. I thought to myself,
I probably have that video. Too.
that's how you read.
Yeah, you
I don't-
memorize words.
I don't know if I know how to read. So it cracked
Are
me
you
up
kidding me?
so hard. I can't look at a word and be like, Mea Ono. I look at that and I'm like, that says Moana. Like, I don't, like,
It doesn't.
like, the only reason I would know what that said is because somebody told me what that said and I've just memorized words.
I can see that.
So maybe I don't know how to read.
I think everybody
So
knows.
when he said that, I
Not
belly
everybody knows
gut
that.
laughed because I thought, oh my goodness, I don't know how to read.
He does. He does.
I don't know that I do. I honest to goodness
Ew.
don't know that I do.
Yeah.
And you're dyslexic, so that don't help.
It does not help at all.
No.
Oh,
So,
Mom, give up.
funny moments.
what
What about?
me and Caleb were in. Me and Caleb were at MIP. I took him up to MIP, and I was waiting on everybody to get there, and I found my first ever Nate Bargatze video, and it's the one where he's talking about digging a hole, and I'm telling you, I could not catch my breath. I was laughing so hard, and he said, "You're digging the most important hole." I see why people get caught, killing someone and burying them alive or burying them in a hole. He said, "You're digging the most important hole in your life." He said, and you just look at it and go, that's deep enough. Got a hand hanging out, and you're like, it's deep enough. He said, you see him do it on movies. It looks so easy. It must be CGI or something. I could not catch my breath. And then I had to call y'all and tell y'all about this guy that I had found online. Everybody's like,
He's funny.
this guy's hilarious.
He's like dumb funny.
Hilarious. My favorite for sure. If you haven't watched Nate Bargatze, he has a few comedy episodes out there. It is hilarious.
What about the time our kids just do dumb stuff?
Dumb stuff all the time.
I feel like
We
we
are
laugh
at-
so much, though. Like, we can't.
We are
think of it.
in San Antonio.
Yeah.
We are at the
Oh,
Alamo.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my
We
gosh.
are at the Alamo.
Dummy.
The Alamo is like sacred. Like you can't bring drinks in
They
there.
won't let you
can't
touch
bring
it.
food. You can't touch it. Like the humidity. Like nothing liquid.
It's got signs all over that
Signs
says
Do
everywhere.
not touch
Do not
the,
touch.
guards,
the
right.
water from your fingers. The
oil from your-
from your fingers will damage the Alamo.
it was like moisture control is
Yes.
on watch. Like
Oh, there's
cameras were
cameras.
everywhere.
This idiot
The-
licks it.
Twice.
Licks the Alamo.
But I have a video of it.
I do too.
Listen, if y'all want to see videos, just text
Hey,
us. We'll
and-
link them.
And this idiot who doesn't like
Spit.
doesn't like licking things,
Saliva,
doesn't like
nothing.
nothing.
She went like this and licked it twice.
Stupid.
So dumb.
What did I do?
What about what you said? Oh gosh. Like that's just what, and we find that stuff hilarious.
We do.
That's the stuff that
Y'all, we laugh so much. Why can we not think of anything? Like,
I
why was
got-
this my first story? I'm the funniest one.
you are pretty funny,
I know.
but you're mean funny.
We've told a lot of stories about you. Why was this my first one? I literally told about Miranda Sings.
Yeah, it wasn't.
If you would give us a little bit,
No.
just one little word.
No. What were you
Okay.
gonna say?
What about when Caleb discovered he had a third nipple?
Oh my lord.
Oh my gosh, he uses that thing like it's a
We-
superpower.
You remember that time he was they were playing a game in youth and it was like they had water in their mouth. The youth leader had water in their mouth and they were like I guess the group was trying to make them
Make 'em
spit
laugh.
out the water
Yeah.
and make them laugh and Caleb got in front of was it Kyle
was
and
Kyle.
he's like Kyle Russell he's like I got a third nipple or whatever and Kyle spit the water out
Right in
everywhere.
my face.
Yeah, that was interesting. Very
Caleb loves
very
that
interesting.
thing. It's like a child to him.
We didn't know
It
about
doesn't
it. We
even
thought
look like
we thought it
one.
was a mole.
It's like an indention, kind of.
Yeah, but we thought it
on
was
its
like a
stomach.
mole or something. We
Oh,
weren't
it is.
sure, and I guess he
Interesting.
was probably maybe 2 at the time.
Maybe
And
younger than that. I
We
don't know.
we said something about it. It's like an indention. They were like, oh yeah, that's where a
It's a third
third
nipple.
nipple
We
tried
call that a third
to
nipple.
form, and we're like, oh, how cool is that? It's
Caleb
so
thinks
strange.
it's super cool.
He loves it.
He loves his third nipple.
So strange.
Body positivity.
Oh Lord, help us.
Oh, let's see what else is funny. All of us trying to do like all of those TikTok challenges. That's always fun.
Yep.
Me and the girls, me and Carson, or me and Cammie tried to put you squatted and then Carson tried to sit on us and we tried to like move all at the same time.
What's the
Yeah.
best vacation you ever took? Best vacation you
I-
ever took?
Hawaii.
Best vacation you ever took?
I want to say a Disney cruise.
Caleb, best vacation you ever took?
Probably
Mexico.
Denver, Chicago.
Disney cruise to Mexico. That was good.
Yeah, Disney cruise was awesome.
Grand Canyon,
I
all those
love
fun.
Disney cruises.
Best meal we've ever eaten at the house.
Chicken bog. For
Love
me,
it.
Chicken bog.
Or favorite meal that we've eaten at the house.
Ham, burger, steak and gravy and rice and green beans.
I was gonna make that last
Caleb?
night, but I didn't see any.
Mom's chicken bog's so good. I think that's my favorite meal. Deathbed, death row. They say I want a meal. I think it's Mom's chicken bog.
I love chicken bog, but I will say for me, I don't know why.
I
That
think
chicken
I know.
rice and
Chicken rice,
gravy
chicken gravy.
It is so good.
That's Cammie's favorite.
It is so good.
It's good.
I think chicken bog because I've had it my whole life. So it's just like, oh yeah, this is chicken bog. You know, it's good. Like y'all never had chicken bog growing up.
No.
Brand new to you.
Yeah. I didn't like it until Richie Thornall's chicken bog.
And you don't even like Richie Thornall's chicken bog.
No, because he puts the chunks of sausage. I don't like chunks of sausage. It's like, bleh.
So, anyways, but then you made chicken rice and gravy, and it was like, oh my goodness, this
Oh,
is
so
amazing.
simple.
That's what funny foods. When I tried to make chicken dumplings,
Oh,
Remember that time?
you all said, "Oh," at the same.
those were disgusting.
We were so nice
so-
trying to eat seconds. I was trying to eat seconds, and she was like, "You don't have to eat
It was
seconds.
liquidy.
It's okay."
Grossest food I've ever made, that. or grossest meal we've ever eaten at the house.
I have one. This may hurt your feelings. No,
Oh.
That's
No,
Mimi's
I like
spaghetti.
you made these
favorite.
little individual meatloaf balls.
I remember those.
meatloaf cupcakes.
They were so gross.
I love.
They were so gross.
I like meatloaf though.
I wanted to throw them in the frying pan and kind of cook them up. They were so gross. They felt like they were undercooked.
They definitely were.
I
They
made them with turkey.
it was so
and
they
not
were so
ground beef.
gross.
I liked them.
They were so gross.
Mine was probably the chicken and dumplings.
That was bad.
Ugh.
That was bad.
If I don't have to choose chicken and dumplings, it was the hot burger. It was the hot dog hamburgers Dad made.
Oh,
2
those
weeks
were
ago.
so gross.
Y'all, that was disgusting.
That was the weirdest thing. And it was a seasoning.
it was seasoning.
And it says hamburger seasoning.
Yeah, and we
They
used
lied.
the same hamburgers
Yeah, same.
3 days later, and they tasted great. But the seasoning in it was so weird. It made them taste like hamburgers,
Like hot dogs. Yeah.
I couldn't eat it.
They were
I had
so
to eat
weird.
it. Dino nuggets.
What about funniest in church moment or a moment in church and around the church? A moment in church or around the church that it doesn't even have to be funny, but a moment in the church or around the church that we've never kind of said
Talked
out loud or
about?
talked
Oh,
about.
I'll
on the
go
podcast.
first.
Go for it.
Mother's Day 2 years ago, Father's Day, we decided to do the slingshot, and we get out.
I hit Linda
That was
Griffey in
great.
the head.
So great.
Literally, we're sending them, and they're flying through the crowd. And Mom walks off the stage, rips her hat off, sling
have that
frisbees
moment. You
it
wanted to be that girl.
across the sanctuary and nails Linda Griffey right in the forehead.
And we have it on video of Ken trying to catch it, and it hits Miss Linda right in the head.
No.
That was so good.
Sorry.
That was so good.
That was funny. Johnny's dad jokes.
I know. No, I know.
Okay.
Hey,
Caleb.
bud. What did the big bud say? The little
No.
flower say to the big flower. Hey, bud.
When you brought us up for the recording and
Oh,
Caleb.
yeah.
Yes, you know. Tell us.
Yo, this was
This is at 3690.
3690. We were recording on Thursday for them to play the sermon
Was this a COVID
on
time?
Sunday
Yeah.
morning
This is when we had the Conway campus.
for the Conway campus.
Oh, okay.
So we were recording on Thursday for them to play the video on Sunday morning at the Conway campus. And I was doing a thing on family, and at that time waited for Thursday for them to get out of school so that they could come up on stage with me on Thursday. And at this time, Caleb went through
He still, I feel like, goes through this right now.
yeah.
I still feel like this is a problem in an area in his life that he needs to work on.
He very similar to his mama. Very similar to his mama. He decides that he's going to be irreverent in a very reverent time. So I am pouring out my heart in this moment of preaching, talking about the next generation and raising up your family and your kids. And as I am doing that, have my kids around me, as I am doing that, Caleb is behind me.
Touch me, it hurts.
Caleb is behind me singing, looking for a city where we'll never die. And he's doing it really, really quiet so that only I can hear. And you can watch in the video where I just nostrils flared,
He turned
teeth
his head.
grit, and look at him like, shut your mouth right now.
Dude, we were trying, me and Kimmy were trying, like, we didn't know what to do. I was like looking at him, I was like,
Yeah, Caleb is our, again, very similar to Maddie. Maddie just has had 40 years of experiences of knowing how to do it well. Caleb cannot
I
read.
can read the room.
Caleb cannot read the room. He has no clue. It doesn't.
You know what he can't do also?
oh.
Know when he's about to throw up.
Caleb doesn't know when he's about
He
to.
does
Bruh.
not have gag reflex.
Well, the flip side is you threw up all over the girls' bathroom last week.
But I had the gag reflex.
Caleb, his
I
whole
just
life,
couldn't make it. It was projectile.
he would just come up to you on the side of the bed. He never came to me. He'd always come up to you on the side of the bed and be like, "Mom, I'm about to throw up." Bleh.
Bro, it's
All
because you
over
wouldn't
the
wake
bed,
up.
all over me.
We were like,
That's making
"Go
me
throw
queasy."
up in the toilet." The last time I remember him throwing up was at our last house,
Yeah,
at 12.
Conway.
Oh, the
And
tomato
he
soup.
threw up
Ugh.
all over his bedroom, the whole way
Pizza.
to the bathroom, all over his bathroom, and
It like hit the floor and,
and-
splattered on the
and
wall. 'cause
never
we had
once.
that.
Not, I'm talking
Laminate
about it
toilet.
looked like a crime scene, and not one drop made it in the toilet.
Dude,
Or not one
It's-
time did he help clean up.
No, he did not.
it's
You
when I
either.
had that cubby hole.
You didn't clean up throw up because you.
I can't
Yes, I
either.
did.
You don't clean up throw
are
up.
full of it.
No, you don't clean up
I
throw
totally
up.
did that day.
I don't know if you did that.
I
day.
did.
Bro, that thing took a bucket. And
Boy.
It's making me queasy
Boy.
thinking about it.
it's when I had that cubby hole. I remember it hit me. I was in the bed. I jumped up, and then I didn't
It
make
started coming, and you were like, bleh. Then you went to the bathroom, and you're like, "There's the toilet right there.
Oh
Let me
my
do this."
gosh.
Bleh, all the way around the toilet, and never made it into the toilet. It was so bad.
I think he's got an issue with that. He doesn't know when he's going to throw up until it's the last minute.
Funny moment. Should we tell him about my birthday?
Which one?
Disney.
What about it?
Oh, when Dad walked in your room and
When I'm
y'all convinced her that she was hallucinating.
no,
Oh,
that was funny. When I was bawling my eyes out,
About what?
Oh, about her makeup.
Dad.
Oh, that was pitiful. That was
It
pitiful.
was.
And Dad was
It's
laughing
pitiful
at
but
me.
funny. It was.
I
And
was
then
having
luckily-
let me explain.
Christy sent a text.
I was having a bad.
I changed it all for her.
I was having a bad makeup day.
What's not fair?
One of my favorite one of my favorite videos. Anyways,
Go ahead with your makeup.
Anyway, it was my birthday.
She's dramatic.
I was not having a good makeup day. So then I took all my makeup off and redid it, and we were late, and my plan wasn't going accordingly, and I was bawling my eyes out. And Dad
said to you,
then turn that down. Dad starts dying laughing.
"No, I did not. No, I
Yes,
did
you
not.
did.
No, I did not."
I was bawling my eyes out,
I-
and you were laughing.
laugh.
Listen. She had bawled her eyes out for 2 hours. This is not like, oh no, I felt bad for her the first 30 minutes. At an hour in, I looked at her and I said, "Okay, go wipe your makeup off. Come on, I turned into almost like a drill sergeant. All right, this is what we're doing. Do it now." 2 hours into you crying still, I giggled and turned to the side. And you said to me, "Are you laughing at me?" I couldn't hold it. I busted out laughing
And I was crying, and he was laughing at me.
because I could not understand how your makeup would make you cry for 2 hours.
Because my plan didn't go accordingly.
It was a whole mess.
That's why I cried. That was a mess.
It was a whole
It
mess.
was. Yeah, that's our life.
Anyway,
It's our life.
spilling the tea. We got more tea
We have
spilling
a
coming.
lot of tea to spill.
Just want to
Gotta
be able to.
prepared this time. I wasn't prepared.
He told
Just-
us yesterday.
I know, but I forget very easily.
Just want to make sure you see behind the scenes of the Barfield household and be able to laugh with us and be able to ask Cammie if she wants a Coke or a juice box. She will love that. on Sunday.
Please.
Or hermit
Uh,
crab.
Or hermit crab. So, anyways, thanks for hanging out with us. Love y'all. Peace out. Let's go.